I was going to school for film, the Art Institute, and when I was inside going to school for the Art Institute, I ended up just putting together events at school. That's where I really got my practice at, learning how to budget shows. And our budget there was $40, you know what I mean? And I had to do a show for 60 or so residents, and do these shows. So that was perfect training for me to be able to figure out the right ways to advertise shows, to put shows together, to build them up to where it would really people would want to come see them. And my birthday was a year ago. It actually has not been a year yet. And March 5th was my birthday. I was sitting on my couch and I was like, yo, I'm gonna throw a concert. Just point blank period. I was like, yo, I'm gonna throw a concert. I don't have no sponsors. I don't have no budget. I didn't have. The only thing I had was my connections that I made with a lot of artists. Every event that I've ever went to, that I've ever shot doing photography, Philly.com or the Inquirer or BET, I always made a connection with the managers, the managers or whoever, a publicist, somebody. So that way I would always keep in contact with the artists. And my first show that I did was called Veteran Freshman Hip Hop Session that I did at the Blockley. The Veteran Freshman name came from I hated the XXL freshman list. I hated it. And so what I did was I said, okay, a lot of these artists and these MCs are veterans in their cities. People know them. They're veterans in their cities, but they're fresh faces to a lot of people. So that's why I came with Veteran Freshman. That's basically where that comes from. And Hip Hop Session, it had 15 rappers. It was probably the biggest bill you'll ever see with rappers. I brought out Stolly, Aime. Aime is a rapper from Temple. I brought out Myke Storm, XO, Phil Day. It was so many rappers that came down. At that time, I didn't know how to do a budget. So I basically made open promises to them. I said, listen, I don't know how I'm gonna pay you, but if you guys can come down to Philly from wherever you are, from DC, from New York, or from wherever, I promise you that I will fill the room with 500 people, and at the end of the night, I'll be able to give you some money. Which is, that doesn't work normally in the business. But they, because of my connections with them, it worked out. And yeah, first concert was a success. Now, and that was in March. This is what, January 12, and I'm on my my 13th show. 13th from March. Yeah, on my 13th show from March. So yeah, sorry for that long-winded. Oh no, that's what I'm here for. Okay. Now, like the show, like tell me, what is J Dilla like? What was his effect on you? Because I know a lot of people, they have different, like he affected them with their music. Yes. So what was your experience with that? And what made you want to put the show together? Specifically for me, wanting to do this show and wanting to do a show like this for J Dilla was that, man, there's a line by KRS-One where KRS-One says, rap is something you do and hip hop is something you live. And my friends, they actually get upset with me because when I tell you that I live music, to the point where I've lost friendships over music because this is serious to me. I think people don't realize that hip hop was when it first came out, and I lost a friend of mine to gun violence. And with hip hop, when it was first originated, it was something that was supposed to bring peace. It was something that it was born into be something that was peaceful and a teaching lesson and something that did unity. And unfortunately, a lot of the music today doesn't do that. And Dilla, what his music represented to me, from everything, from his concepts to his production to the artists that he chose to work with. If you look at his selection of artists, when this guy was at the top of his game, he only worked with specific artists, And so that tells you something that right there, that it went beyond just the music, it went to the message and everything with Dilla. And so that's how his music affected me, man. His music, his beats, everything that he embodied in his songs and the messages that his name is attached to. Just represents everything that I love about hip hop. So there you go. That's the reason why I love Dilla. Yeah. Now tell me about putting the show together. Like any trials and tribulations. I know you just told me your story a minute ago. Like I mean that's good stuff. Like well, tell me about it. I mean there's always trials and tribulations with doing shows. This show was easier because I did this show in conjunction with LP Stiles, and LP Stiles, from working with me and just from working with other shows, and they're one of the few bands who did the advice that I always say. If you can't get on shows, do your own show. That's it. Don't blow me up. Don't hit me up on Facebook. Hit me up on Twitter. Call on my phone. See me in the street. Give me your CD. Just do your own concert. That's it. It's very, very easy. You can book a venue, get a bunch of your neighborhood friends, sell tickets to your whole neighborhood, and you can make thousands of dollars in one night. It's just that easy. So instead of begging or trying to get somebody else to do it for you, just do it for yourself. And that's what LP Stiles did. They did their own showcase, and after they did their showcase, we got together. And you know, luckily, at the same time, we came with the same idea, and we were able to do this show. But that's my biggest advice to everybody: is stop asking people to do things for you. Just do it yourself. I walked into my concert with $30, and let's just say the amount of money that I made from that first concert, I was able to do 13 shows. So, you know, that tells you right there, you don't have to keep, you know, you can, all you gotta do is get these venues. They want us to do things at their events. They want us to bring people to their events. They want their names to get larger and get bigger. You know, they want that. You know what I mean? They want people to come in and drink and you know, buy the bar up and stuff like that. And so if you're able to do that, if you have such a reach and you know you have people that support you, do a show, make some money off of it, you know, capitalize off of it, and build that into a brand where, like what I'm doing, where you're putting on all these other artists that people might not know, these independent artists, and you're just doing, you know, celebrating good music. So
right now there's a lot of dope producers out there, but in particular for me, this man was very, very soulful, and a lot of my music is soulful, and that's what I vibe off of. That's what I grew up to. You know, whether it be Common, The Roots, Q-Tip, Tribe Called Quest, Dilla had his hand in everything. You know, D'Angelo, Erykah Badu, everything. Yep. And that's music I grew up on, and music that inspires me, and it's real heartfelt and soulful. So that means a lot to me. So I'm playing my part in taking part of this tribute.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We need y'all to respond with those same exact words. We show them what love is. Y'all with that? Yeah. Word. So we're not even going to practice, we're just going to do it. We'll just do it. I trust that y'all got good enough rhythm to catch it.
J Dilla, honestly, man, J Dilla was very, very he was very one of a kind, man. When he was a drum, he was crazy with the drums, man. A lot of people don't know that, man. But the one thing that I did learn from once they told me to be a part of this event, because if I'm a part of anything, I'm gonna do my research, I'm gonna do my homework. Kuf knows I'm really behind the scenes with all my music, so I put in a lot of work. And one thing I really learned is that still, even though he's getting his tribute, he's highly underrated. Highly underrated. Like, a lot of people don't know what he truly did. A lot of people might not even know he did the Janet Jackson Q-Tip joint, you know what I mean? So a lot, you know, he's just underrated, and I'm here to make sure that I make sure a lot of people understand what he did to the hip-hop game, because it was a lot. He contributed a lot, man.
Now tell me about yourself as artists. Like, you know, what is it that y'all into? Like, what you got coming up? Like,
so right now, man, we're in grind mode. We're both finishing up projects. I'm finishing up an album. He's finishing up an album, a mixtape. We got a mixtape together. And right now, man, we're hitting the city hard and everywhere outside of the city with shows. We're playing constantly, and really, man, just getting the word out, getting the music out. We saturated Philly all of 2011. Now it's 2012. We're taking it outside the city and just spreading that feel good vibe music, man, because, you know, there's a lot in hip hop right now, and many different angles and different paths people are taking, and so we want to go out there and saturate people with what we have to offer. It's good music, and it's honest music, man. You can't deny honest talent.
Yeah. We do a lot of music with LP Stiles too, man. The house band that's doing this, we know every time we do shows, they back us up and they hold us down, so it was only right for us to be a part of this event.
Exactly.
The name of Kuf Knotz' album is called Eclectic Rhetoric.
Eclectic Rhetoric.
Eclectic Rhetoric. It's gonna be
Eclectic
a beautiful
Rhetoric.
thing, man.
Oh yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
mixtape I got coming out right now is called Risk and Reward.
Risk and Reward.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good. It's really I think a lot of people gonna enjoy that, man. I got DJ 2 Tex on there holding me down. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing right now. This music, man. February 17th, we open up for Inspector Deck at the Blockley.
Yes,
Kuf Knotz,
definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Hardest working man right here. Trust me when I tell y'all that, man.
Yes, the 17th, February 17th, with Inspector Deck from Wu-Tang. That's going to be a lovely show. So if y'all are tuning in, make sure you check that out.
Also vote for Kuf Knotz, man.
Oh yeah.
Tri-State Independent Artist of the Year.
Yeah, yeah, hip hop artist. Yes, we need that. We need that.
We need to bring that home from. He deserves that. I've seen him firsthand. He deserves that. Man. Honestly, does. So you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm Philly welcome to Kuf Knotz and Myke Storm.
Right now, man, we're in grind mode. We're both finishing up projects. I'm finishing up an album. He's finishing up an album, a mixtape. We got a mixtape together. And right now, man, we're hitting the city hard and everywhere outside of the city with shows. We're playing constantly and really, man, just getting the word out, getting the music out. We saturated Philly all of 2011. Now it's 2012. We're taking it outside the city and just spreading that feel good vibe music, man. Because you know there's a lot in hip hop right now, and many different angles and different paths people are taking. And so we wanna go out there and saturate people with what we have to offer. It's good music and it's honest music, man. You can't deny honest talent.
We do a lot of music with LP Stiles too, man. The house band that's doing this, we know. Every time we do shows, they back us up and they hold us down. So it was only right for us to be a part of this event.
Exactly.
The name of Kuf Knotz' album is called Eclectic Rhetoric.
Eclectic Rhetoric.
Eclectic Rhetoric. It's gonna be
Eclectic
a
Rhetoric.
beautiful thing, man.
Oh yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
mixtape I got coming out right now is called Risk and Reward.
Risk and Reward.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good. It's really a lot. I think a lot of people gonna enjoy that, man. I got DJ Two Tex on there holding me down. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing right now. This music, man. February 17th, we open up for Inspector Deck at the Blockley.
Yes,
Kuf
definitely.
Knotz.
Yeah.
Hardest working man right here. Trust me when I tell y'all that, man.
Yes, the 17th, February 17th, with Inspector Deck from Wu-Tang. That's going to be a lovely show. So if y'all are tuning in, make sure you check that out.
Also vote for Kuf Knotz, man.
Oh yeah.
Tri-State Independent Artist of the Year.
Yeah, hip hop artist. Yes, we need that. We need that.
We need to bring that home from. He deserves that. I've seen him firsthand. He deserves that. Man. Honestly, does. Man. So you know.
I had a main goal when I first started doing this, and there's two main goals. Well, one I'm actually in the process of working out right now. DJ Jazzy Jeff just turned 47 years old. There is not a celebration in Philadelphia called Summertime.
Makes sense.
We listen to that song on repeat thousands of times every summer. That's our summer anthem. There is no event in Philadelphia that represents summertime, that really represents the positive side of summertime. So I talked to DJ Jazzy Jeff's manager, and that's something that we're going to work on trying to bring to Philadelphia. Just having one day out of the year where Jeff can come down and spin, and we can just have a positive, big summertime Philly. You know, I was raised outside of the city, but I was also, you know, I'm Philly bred, and that's something that I'm really passionate about doing. The second thing that I'm really passionate about putting together right now is you have all these other showcases that go on. You have CMJ, you have South by Southwest, you have the Winter Music Festival, you have Coachella. Why can't we have something like that here in Philly? Why can't we take out the entire South Street and, you know, during the summertime for a week, artists come from other places and play here. And then in the middle of the week, we cap it off by doing a big, you know, Philly Music Awards or big music awards, yeah, independent music awards, you know, where we celebrate independent music and we celebrate the people in the city that are doing things and doing positive things. And so those are my two main goals. With everything that I'm doing, eventually that's what I want to do. I want to create something like that here in Philly. And even if I end up moving or something like that will always be here to stay. And, you know, really just, you know, showcase that it's just such great talent here, man. Such great writers, such great producers and filmmakers. You know, I'm a filmmaker by trade, you know, and so photographers and artists and MCs and writers and producers and just everything. You know, there's so many positive things here in the city. So those are my big, you know, my big goals moving forward in the show business in particular.
Everybody put a hand up. 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 And the ladies say, hey. And the ladies say, all my ladies say, hey. All the ladies say, all my ladies say, hey. All my ladies say, and all the ladies say, hey. All the ladies say, y'all be lying to these niggas like he's okay. Please don't wait, he's going ingredients. Call me Pomeranian. I'll be in the middle trying to make a dividend. That's a fraction when I'm in the action. All about the action, but I'm not a hero like a New York sub for the last zero. Hercules, Hercules. I got Paul Blood brain when she working me. Hey, cut up. That's good shit. How many of y'all got bills to pay? How many of you got bills to pay? I know it's a lot more than that. How many of you got those loans you gotta pay back? That Pico bill, that's like $200, the PGW, child support, kids and all that. Basically, we live in America, we're all consumers, and we all are working every day to get that money. JD did have a song on his CD called Rough Draft called The Money. This is one of my favorite checks. Shout out to my man D Cypher in the crowd. He put me on to this song. It's my motherfucking man. He drove all the way up to DC tonight, from DC tonight to see me. So if anybody does have bills to pay, I want y'all all to put hands in the air. One last time. Don't get tired. It's rap calisthenics. I mean, we're gonna get a workout in here. And as soon as the beat drop, I want everybody to just go hard as shit and wave your hands. So I hope he's ready.